What is up, everyone? Rowie Plays here. Now, I know I said that the channel will be basically inactive for a week. I've decided that while I'm doing the remodel, I'm going to take you guys on a journey with me. So I'm going to be taking a photograph and a little bit of video footage here and there of how things are going and the changes done to the room. Because as I mentioned, I got my handheld gimbal fixed. Now to get this off and everything kind of works. And thankfully, so I might be able to take a few bits of footage with everything else too. All my equipment uses the same mounting screws and gaps. And greatly, it also does the same with my Canon 600D. Unfortunately, still no lens, so not much I can do with it at the moment. But it was still a great find when it came available, so I couldn't really miss it. And yes, it means spending a little bit extra money to get a lens, but I only need a standard lens for now, and I mean the ultimate goal was to get more lenses for it in the future. Because as with most streamers and content creators, the idea is it's not just going to be mounted to my Elgato solid arm. It will eventually just be taken off when I'm not filming or creating video content for the channel. And I'm going to go around taking photos of it. I might even try to start up, taking decent photos and selling them off. Who knows? We'll see where life takes me. However, the journey I'm talking about, as you might have seen in the previous video I launched about taking the week off and how there is going to be no stream tonight, I have work the next 4 to 5 days between the hours of 5 and 9 o'clock, which is basically the time of kids come home from school. I make their lunches, I make their dinner, I get them ready for bed, I put them to bed, and then I start streaming. By 9 o'clock, I'm already should be an hour, if not at least half an hour into a stream. So I finish at 9 o'clock, give me half an hour to 45 minutes to get home. That's almost 10 o'clock. I don't want to jump back on. I don't. But the plan is basically, because I don't start again until the next 5 o'clock, the next day at 5 o'clock at night, I will be remodeling this office. I'll be pulling it apart, trying to be as quiet as possible. So tonight's goal is I will be coming home from work and I will be gimbal set up, phone, yes, how RP Life was meant to be filmed is coming back. Phone will be strapped to that in a position where it can film the entire section. And it will film that, no sound. I'll put a bit of music to the back of it maybe. I've just started using Stream Beats. I will not link that down below because I don't have the link on hand. This is a video that's kind of rushed, put together. But this is all folding towards, payday's coming up. I'm paying for Filmora, so I'll have that. Turns out it was a yearly payment. I thought it was $50 a month. I got it wrong. So badly. So $50 for a year, I can accept that. Even unemployed, I could have accepted that. So I could have been editing a long time ago. Doesn't matter. Point is, I'm going to be editing as of next week onward. I will do a couple of screen tests as well, just to try to make sure that I understand what I'm doing comfortably, and then hopefully they'll come out better. So the idea is that as of next week, when the channel reopens, the setup will be different. Unfortunately, as I said before, I lose the feature wall. I will. But it'll give me an excuse to use my green screen a lot more, and then everything will kind of be set out that way. I have more equipment coming, so unboxing videos are coming up, which is good because if you've already watched my unboxing video from today, you will have noticed that I unboxed a new unboxing knife. Seems a shame to have finally gotten it after 6 months of waiting, and to not use it. So I'm putting that one to the test almost immediately. I'm not going to say what they are until I get them. But yeah, so I'm looking at working towards more interesting videos, more highly produced videos. So I think the next big challenge will be setting up a channel trailer, because that means actually thinking it through. Whereas I've been fly by the seat of my pants. Never gotten that joke, that line, but whatever. I've never understood it, but that is basically what I'll be doing. I will be putting it together as I go, like I do with every other video I do. but I want to start taking this more seriously. That means writing down a script for certain videos. You know, we've got certain other projects coming up that I want to do that a higher form of production would make more sense. So, but enough about that. Back to the desk, because this will be episode 1 of the desk remodel. Or sorry, tonight will be episode 1 of the desk remodel series, and it will all be filmed on the iPhone, as I said. iPhones have gotten up there, so I would have preferred to have done it on the Canon. However, like I said, no lens, no go. But this is the iPhone 13, and the 13's pretty up there. I went for the standard this time because I was unemployed at the time and didn't think that the Pro made sense for me at the time. However, I have a iPhone 12 Pro Max that I will be... it was given to me and it is in quite a shite condition, so I will be getting it fixed. And I don't know what's going to be done to it, but I will have someone open it up and tell me what needs to be done. Basically, the guy just wanted to get rid of it, and I said, no, look, I'll get it fixed. I'll take it off your hands. So, thankfully, no money was exchanged. It was just handed to me and be like, here, hey, have fun. Don't think you're doing anything with it. So, bit of negativity, but I like that because that gives me a challenge. But basically, that is the design, once it clears, of the office. So I'll have the desk and the turner, obviously the chair. They'll be having a roll mat on there so that the chair doesn't get stuck on the carpet, because it's been doing that to me a lot lately. Let it get reset again. So on one side you will have, currently what I have anyway, is one cupboard. One of these 8 cube cupboards on their side. That will house my PC on top of it. The unboxing station, still going to make that. I think it basically just means a couple more strong arms and maybe multi-mounts, and then there will be a couple of cameras on there as well. Because once the Canon is ready, the webcam goes to the unboxing station. So the webcam's still going to play a part. Started off with it, going to continue with it, not going to give up. And then on the other side there will be 2 on their sides. So essentially I'm losing the back 2 cubes here, but I'm fine with that. And then I have 2 standing up on either side. Now you can see from here, originally had it planned to have 2 kind of encapsulating. So basically from that plan is exactly what these are now. Would have been taking out the last cube on that side and coming forward. The other idea I had was to basically lose these 4 slots on the other side to make more of a doorway and an entrance. Now I still would have been able to use the green screen, and I got a little bit more distance from desk to end myself. Because from here, basically, I've got plenty of space. If I go all the way back, it's as far as back as I can go, and my knees, if the desk could lower any further down, would clear me. But that's not what I'm doing. You know, it's going to be completely open-backed, open-planned, and from there I can actually put more onto it. So if I buy another 2, I can go back to the other 2s being there. And then essentially I've paid for 1. I paid for 2 to get the use of 1. That is a plan for the future, maybe, but we'll see what's on the cards. Essentially, you know, I could add another 8 cube on top of the 8 that's already going to go here and give me the double stack. I could make a 3rd one. I could put more behind me. Essentially, it's all about getting more surface area. But more surface area, more productivity out of it. The idea eventually is, yes, there will be maybe a completely walled off section made entirely out of these boards. I will be looking through trying to get some MDF to actually back these eventually. But for now, where they are, there's kind of like a cutout where the window is, so it'll kind of be cramped in, so it's fine. But yeah, so I will start on that tonight. Take a few photos, have some scenery, have some video done, and then every so often I will come in and I will actually communicate with you guys. And yeah, we'll just we'll get it going. The footage, if I can help it, I will kind of have a speed through and throw it through. We'll go from there. I have Premiere Rush, which means iPhone footage can be edited. So I actually like that idea. And yeah, we're just going to try to have a bit of fun with it. Try to experiment, screw around with it a little bit. Hopefully I learn something. Hopefully you guys can get the gist of exactly what I go through to make sure this looks good. If you've got any suggestions, like I said, this is going to take a week, so you have plenty of time to log on, you know, check out the videos and go, hey, look, what about this as an idea? See, I've already got to rework the Saga 10 photos that, like I said, I'm waiting for the Canon to have a front lens, and I'm actually going to photograph them separately and do a video on them with that. So that'll be one of the projects. It is on the list, as I mentioned before. If you are doing content creation, get a notebook. This is an absolute lifesaver and a time saver. Because now, if I'm struggling for a video, I can just open it up. I'm not saying you have to get one like this. Like, if you don't want that extra strap, that's fine. This was an old recipe book from when I was working hospitality. When I was working kitchens, and it was a lifesaver then too. But this has all sorts of things in, so what kind of videos do I want to do each week? It actually turns out the unboxing from today should have been tomorrow. So there you go. I didn't consult this. And I also am looking forward to getting this back into gear. Because I got rid of the partition that I had it on. Well, actually I moved it somewhere else. It's now, as you can see, to the side. But I lose the functionality of being able to put that onto it. Because if I put it where the space is, I can't reach it. I can't see it. It's just a nightmare. So I really screwed myself by putting it in this configuration. But the new configuration is a forever configuration. I'm going to get another partition for the back. I'd prefer one that kind of opens up in the center, but I'm thinking maybe I can sneak through there sideways and put one in the back. I don't know. We're going to figure it out as I go. But yeah, the green screen is kind of the feature of it, so that I can actually... No one would know I'm in somewhere else, so we're going to look into that. We're going to experiment a little bit. Probably need some green screen wraps to cover a few of these edges. Because the last one I did, I was basically snuck right up on the green screen. Like I was on the green screen. I didn't have big gaps. That's why I converted my room to this this facility, not facility, but this configuration. So, but yeah, so a lot of videos are in here ready to go. The ideas are set. The ideas for the photographs to go on Instagram are set. Our Slow Media group actually now has their own Instagram so far. The only image on there is the photograph of the logo. Not because I've been lazy, but because I just truly do not know what I'm fucking doing with it. But yeah, so all these ideas are filling my head. I have plenty to do. Plenty to set out. I've got to reorganize everything to work out to the exact specifications that I require and want. I just got to get it done. Plain and simple. I just got to get it done. So I'm also going to organize and figure out how I can actually put possibly another 8 cube over the PC eventually, so the PC is kind of in a little nook. But I can still use space around it. I don't know, I haven't figured that part out, because so far in the configuration it'll be, it would just have to float over the PC, and it's just not a smart idea. Even if I strap it, pin it to the partition in a like screw clamp form, it's not safe, it's not smart. So we'll see, because I still need to get functionality out of it in the end. So that's what this series is going to be about. Is mainly, yeah, it's the whole office remodel, putting it in a functional way that I can change it up here and there when I want. Now, obviously, as you can see, none of these 8 cubes are the same color or shape. I mean, they're all the same shape, but none of them are the same color. I just lost the battery. Figure that out. Well, future me can figure that out. But yeah, so I've got to explore looking into paint, and then I've got to figure out an actual usage for every single cube. Obviously, all the lower ones will take up storage space, so goodbye to all the boxes that have been up top. Steering wheels will still stay up top because they're a showcase piece. Because my idea was to be a motorsport streamer. It was just stream F1. That is not the plan anymore. There's nothing to say I can't do it eventually. But there are a few other things I've got to organise first. But more will come in the future on that. You will know more once I do. But yes, so they are all the plans I have in place. I'm bringing you guys on a journey with me, and this I'm hoping 4-part series. Hopefully it won't take as long as it's taken now. But that's me waffling on. I've already just passed 15 minutes, where I was kind of hoping to cut it. So thank you for watching right to the end if you're still here. If you enjoyed this and you're looking forward to it, same as usual. Like and subscribe buttons, and also hit that notification bell. That way you know when I upload, especially for this series, but when I upload every single day after I relaunch the channel. Also, all my socials will be down below, so hit them up. Instagram will have a lot more content coming through. Everything will be posted to Twitter, so if you follow me on Twitter, you'll get confirmation there. The only place I don't post up to is Facebook, because Facebook I just have for family. Family and close friends, that's the only people that see me on there. But that's going to be it for today, guys, so thank you very, very much, and I'll see you tonight. Peace.